I'm MTG and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And today, you're wondering, MTG, what weird jank soup did you make today? And I'll tell you, I didn't make soup, I made salad. And you're probably wondering what the heck that means. And I'm just gonna show you the deck list. See you in a second. Right, here we are. Here's salad. And you're wondering, I still don't get it. What is it? What are you talking about? What do you mean by salad? Don't worry, friends. This is a story. So basically, everything in this deck is like a plant or like something I thought reminded me of a noodle. So I actually came up with like a whole story, right? So this looks like broccoli to me. I'm sorry if that offends some of you, but this is broccoli. Look at that. It's got weird fungus plant leaves on it, and it just looks like broccoli. So you know what? I'm making sure you get your vegetables. And you cannot tell me this isn't broccoli. It looks exactly like, well, I guess red broccoli, but it's broccoli. And then when I was a kid, I don't know if you guys did this, but whenever I would see like broccoli, I'd like to pretend I was like this, like a brontosaurus that was just like eating trees. And so that's what I did as a kid to like motivate myself to eat my vegetables, was pretend I was a dinosaur. But now to kind of a bit of the story of the deck, right? So imagine you're in a restaurant and you're trying to put stuff together, and so you need like your line prep, the person who's chopping the vegetables, getting everything together so you can eat your salad. Well, I felt like Azusa Lost But Seeking kind of does that, because she lets you put down 2 lands a turn. That's kind of just like being the line chef. So we, as the caster player people, get to play our monsters faster. It's good. It's like lining stuff up, right? And then you always need someone who has the idea for the menu. The visionary person who thinks of the recipes, who thinks of the name, the marketing, everything. Here we are. We have our visionary. Not only do they let you draw a card and tap for mana, but they're, I don't know, the visionary at the restaurant that helps come up with menu items. And the other one I pictured too was like, tireless provisioner is like the exhausted like host or like server that you have that is like trying so hard to like meet your needs and be happy, but maybe the manager like forgot to schedule another like server to help out, and it's a Friday night or it's a game night, and you're like, how did you not plan around this? So now you have this hard-working server who's just trying to provide for everyone, and they're exhausted. And then the fun part is you get your Karens, right? The person who wants to take everything but give no one else anything back. They're not understanding. They probably leave a poor tip at the end of the day, even though they asked for really special explicit service. I don't know. So Vorinclex, you might disagree, but you're my Karen at this restaurant. I'm sorry. And then poof, either I was thinking voice of hunger. You go to a restaurant, you get your starter salad. You're still hungry. You leave, you're still hungry. You can eat 1,000 salads and you're still gonna be hungry. So Vorinclex, voice of hunger, is our salad hungry person or people at the restaurant that's hungry. I don't know if I explained that very well. And then we have our ultimate salad here, right? So what's good is our commander has reach, which is really nice and green because we don't have actually a lot of ways to deal with flyers. And then another thing that's really nice about it is like when you modify a creature, so put a +1/+1 counter on it, or I think what else was on auras, and then I think equipment are like the 3 like ways that you would modify something. And so when you attack, you get to put a basic land onto the battlefield tapped, and it actually helps me ramp pretty quick because I feel like I have a lot of like quick ways to add counters and stuff to meet those like modification needs. But as far as the restaurant theme, like people always want like, hey, can I have a side of barbecue sauce, or I don't know, some sort of like modification that might change from the original menu. So you know what, if you're working at a restaurant, don't be surprised if there's some modifications that happen to whatever food you make. But last couple of videos have been like recording the gameplay and then talking about the deck and like the deck intro list and stuff. I've only done a couple of test games with this, and I haven't recorded the content yet, so I wish I could call out like my special MVPs, but I don't have any yet. Oh, and I can't believe I almost forgot a card. Tenacious Pup. You know why? Because there's always one person who manages to bring their dog into a restaurant that might not necessarily be a dog-friendly restaurant. And no hating on that, because I do really love whenever people find an excuse to bring their dog around. But I felt like I should call that out. In the story of my restaurant theme is, this is the dog, the tiny dog that's in like a purse or something that usually wouldn't be allowed in, but everyone's too exhausted to be like, please don't bring your dog inside the restaurant. So we have a Tenacious Pup, the little one that someone managed to sneak into the restaurant. But anyways, I hope my weird tangent of this deck and the story it tells, I don't know, it makes sense, and I don't know. Let's go see what it does on the out in the wild and playing against other people. See you out there. Ooh, Vorinclex. This will be interesting. It's probably gonna kick Salad's butt, to be honest. We only have 2 lands here, no really any early plays other than thrashing Branadon, which I don't feel like really is a huge deal or beneficial. This is also a sweet card I would really, really like to play, but I'm gonna Molly here. Okay, this feels a lot better. We got draw plus ramp. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep that. Because turn 3 we can drop 3 lands with that, which is nice. Not 3, 2. Turn 2, drop 2 lands. Get up to 3 mana. Is what I was trying to explain. Sometimes words work, sometimes they work against you. Let that soak in for a second. Okay, sweet. And we got our ultimate broccoli. This might even be the crown broccoli here, you know. That was my attempt at a dad joke. I don't know if it worked. Oh my gosh, samesies! Matching. It's really sweet. No attacks. I put her down just because I like the hexproof slash dealing with like death touch stuff. It would be nice to get a fight spell going as well too, because if we tap this, it gets death touch, and then we could make it fight Vorinclex and kill it. And I think that's a pretty sweet way to kind of deal with Vorinclex. Like, yeah, we would lose Swarm Shambler, but again, we're getting a pretty good value, I think. So I'm gonna put... I really want to put this down because I think we need card draw to just keep up on our advantage. If I know we don't have a ton of advantage right now, but I think it'll help us gain advantage if possible. And then I think Swarm Shambler is just going to go in for the attack because we might have to just get a little bit aggressive here. I am a little worried about that Vorinclex though. But we might be able to kind of discourage it from attacking as well if we can get this down and also eventually pump it with that. Or we put down our commander and then block with it and pump it there. That's a really... Ooh, that should have probably been in this deck here, huh? Noted for the future. This is such a good card, I keep forgetting about it. I'll just let that happen. We'll be fine. Famous last words. So it should not enter tapped. We're gonna put down Shia. And then... we won't attack with that. I think I will attack with her. Because we're going to leave Shambler up to be a land that can tap. Because this isn't get counters, so Vorinclex shouldn't stop that from happening. And then, thankfully, Shia has a hexproof too. But I don't really think anything could fight it right now to really hurt it. I'm trying to think what else green has. I don't think green has any like other direct removal. Unless maybe something had death touch and then they did that like deals damage or fight with it. So I think right now Ashaya should be in the clear. So they're gonna get counters, but then we can also put counters on ours. But I don't know how many counters, so it's gonna get 2, right? Because it doubles the counters. Oh, sorry if I didn't show you what it did earlier. But it doubles counters and prevents me from getting counters, which kind of sucks. But again, I think what we mostly need is a fight spell. So let's put this down. And then... shoot, do we want to attack? Because greatest mana value you control. I think it might be a good idea just to attack with Ashaya. And then hope they don't block. And they might die here. Ah, darn it. Okay. Bomb. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't attack because then I was just gonna pump it, which I thought would be kind of funny. But maybe we can try that with a Beanstalk Giant next turn as like attack with both and then pump whichever one might not be blocked. Or if they maybe try to double block, then we can Boon of Beseiju and then kill it anyways and then hit them for 11. And I think they would still have enough to maybe play Vorinclex next turn if they made their land drop. But they might block here now too. I don't know. They might just block with one and then back Sween hit me with Vorinclex. Shambler's nice. Same Z's again. So now they have like 2 chump blockers, can hit me for 13 potentially. Or we could bait them to attack, and then I think again this would work where maybe... oh. Aha! Look at me thinking things through. I was like, oh no! Wait, I can respond to that. Whew, my hat. Oh my goodness, that was so scary. Oh my god, Sereth the Viper Fane is such a good card. Okay. So I think they're just putting down a ton of big bodies at this point, right? So my turn. We're gonna put you down. And I think this makes the most sense, right? So I'm gonna attack with that. I'm really curious what they're gonna block with. Okay. I didn't realize Cemetery Prowler. Oh no, okay. I thought they were gonna... I thought that was Maikadama. I was like, how does that stop things in the commands? I was so confused. Okay. So, I think we hide a little bit of our intent here, right? And then we'll untap this. Okay. And we have enough mana to put this down. So let's do that. And then we can just chill. I'm not going to put down Truffle Snout because I want to keep Boon and Snakeskin up just in case. And then we can Snakeskin Veil if they try to target our Beanstalk Giant as well. And then we have a pretty solid blocker for Vorinclex or anything else that tries to swing in at us, like the Branch of Beseiju too. I really hope that we also get into our fight spell, because then I think as soon as we fight either Vorinclex or Branch of Beseiju, that'll open up the board a lot more. So at this point, yeah, I don't know. I think right now we're pretty solid because, again, green without necessarily having like a board wipe, so I kind of don't mind necessarily overplaying my hand here a bit, because I don't think we're going to be playing into a board white. Kind of like like if you had black or white that you were going up against, and there's like farewell, and then black obviously and white have like a million different board wipes. So I think we're somewhat solid here. Okay, so they're adding 3 land. Curious. Are they gonna play a really big creature here? Okay. Okay. So they just played a really big creature instead. And then we still have the sneaky trick here, because again, this should work because it's not putting counters on them. It's just getting like the toughness and stuff. And it untaps it, so that's pretty sweet. It might be just a fun little trick too. So maybe it's worth swinging in with Ashaya Kadama, forcing them to block essentially. Okay, so we got layer, we got wall. So let's put you down. We got a good chump blocker there. Letting us draw another card. It's just a cultivate, but it will make everything bigger as well. And then two, the reason why I'm not trying to modify things, because basically the way that we have stuff modified here is because Vorinclex is going to gobble up the counters for that. So we'll put this and this. Put one there. And yeah, I'm gonna attack. Oops. Control Z. So let's attack here. We're gonna attack here, here. I think that makes sense, right? Let's do this next. They're gonna have to block. Okay. That's all they're blocking? Really? I hope I didn't send that too soon, because they already declared blockers. So Ashaya is gonna get a lot there. Okay, who are you gonna target? Oh, it's already hexproof. So it untapped it. I don't think they saw that last little bit untap it, so then it gave it hexproof again. We didn't need to do our snakeskin veil at the time for that. I think we're pretty good right now. Because unless they have another blocker, okay, so they do. I think we can still go wide here, right? Because they only have 3. So we could attack with pretty much everything. So we'll untap you. And then pass. So we'll block, block. Bonk, bonk. Good game. That was intense. Ooh, Chulane. Lets you draw lots of cards. And this is a bad starting hand, so we are going to take that free Molly. And we get 1 land this turn, so we got a Molly again. And we're gonna, I think, just have to be okay with this because we don't want to keep going down. As cool as our ultimate broccoli is, I don't see us playing that if we die before we can put anything down. So we're gonna keep these other things. I'm a little worried just because of the slow start here. So I think we'll probably want to get Kadama down. And then Chulane, for those of you who don't know, it's got Vigilance. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you can draw a card, and then you put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield, and then you can return a creature to someone's hand. So you have like bounce on demand. It's pretty sweet. I'm just gonna put this down. So if they level it up, I probably won't trade with it, but I think it's worth just getting on the board right now. Maybe I should have used this to ramp into a land here, and then we could have had something with Death Touch. But I kind of feel like, yeah, we just need to kind of deal with at least that Wolfie token earlier on. So it's going to attack. And again, maybe I'm being overly cautious here, but I don't want that thing to keep attacking and get really big, and we don't have a way to deal with it, so I'm okay with, like, trading there. Okay, so we have a Goddess here, but we can't really have that do anything to further our board state at the moment, so I think, again, it makes more sense to just ramp. And these, I believe, put both of them into your hand. So I guess it's not like ramp like Cultivate that would have put one onto the battlefield, but at least we guarantee like we'll make those land drops next. And then again, we get our Sky Noodle part 2. It's not as good as our Yoring Spicy Sky Noodle, but it's still a pretty cool Sky Noodle. Okay, it looks like, is that a Graveyard Hate? Yep. Goodbye. Nice. Good ramp. Good value going on here. Okay. Monarch Fetch. Kapow. Okay. Let's get our Death Toucher down. I think that should discourage peeps from attacking, possibly. Or maybe not. I mean, this will let you put the 3 land cards on the battlefield. Or you gain. Okay, so you find 3 land cards. That's not bad. And then I think we're gonna take the 4 damage here because I want to have something around for this to put the counters on, because I don't think we necessarily need to get the ramp. So we're gonna put you down. And we got a few things that are gonna help us quite a bit. This is really sweet too. Okay. What are we gonna do? So we can hit this to blow up our Ranger class. So let's take out Ranger class because that's just gonna keep being a problem. And then I think what we want to do here is, do we want to do that now? I think we want card draw more, right? There's a high chance though that they're just gonna bounce the dragon back. So part of me wants to attack because we are going to take a lot of damage there, but I think we want to discourage them from attacking by holding back something. But Chulane can bounce that dragon back to our hand too, so I just want to be cognizant of that. But maybe they don't want to spend the 3 mana to do that either. But I think we will need to get to a point here soon where we start fighting stuff, if possible. So I'm, oh man, just one threat after the other. It's a little tough here. I keep thinking like, oh, I should take out Chulane because it's giving them 1,000,000 cards. But then they drop like Adaline and the Moon Dancer, and the Moon Dancer is just gonna get huge. But maybe we won't care if the Moon Dancer gets really big if we fight Adaline. That sucks. Okay. Oh, that's sweet though. Never mind. Okay, that might be fine. We can still fight stuff. Vorinclex is pretty sweet too. So let's put this down. I think we want to put Vorinclex down later. So I'm gonna pump this for 1. We're gonna fight you to you, because I feel like that's the bigger threat right now, because they only have 1 card in their hand. And so that should, in theory, mean that the Moon Dancer is not gonna get super huge. Like, it'll get 2 more counters, which sucks, but I think we can be fine because we'll have Vorinclex ready to stop it from getting any bigger, and then maybe we can just trade with our token Unless they just drew another huge creature. And they drew something with Death Touch. That sucks too. So our devotion here is at 2. Vorinclex will bring it up to 4. We could also play Unnatural Growth just for the devotion, so we get Nihilea up, and then when Nihilea is up, we at least have an indestructible blocker. It also is the risk too, because I think, again, it could return a target creature to our hand, and then we don't have anything, and it opens the board state up for a big sweep in, but... Okay, we did hit our other land drop, that's good. So... New plan. Vorinclex. Drawing our card, that's sweet. And then we're gonna put Spore Weaver down. So Spore Weaver gives us that. And... I know they'll trade with Vorinclex. We do have our, like, token there. That's pretty sweet. I think I'm gonna hold back, because then we can get Unnatural Growth on the board. And Unnatural Growth is definitely going to be the thing that will help us swing in for a ton of damage that they'll have to pay attention to, and then also it'll help make sure that Nihilea stays on the board as well. I'm kind of surprised they haven't bounced anything back yet. Once upon a time, okay. At least my Spore Weaver has a hexproof. From blue specifically, so Chilane wouldn't be able to bounce that back. Okay. They are still gaining life. Stonks value there. It would be nice to deal with that Finn the Fane Bearer. If I had my commander down, I wouldn't mind trade. Oh wait, hold on, we got an indestructible, who cares? Okay, well now I feel even better if I have to swing in. Okay, so we got our Unnatural Growth. And then we'll put down Truffle Snout, and that can be a little chump blocker. And then we'll use this to actually put a +1/+1 counter on it, so it's more scary. Sweet. And then I think, yeah baby, let's just attack. They gotta block, right? Oh, Truffle Snout's an 8/8 right now too. That's kind of funny. Woo! They go down to 5. Nice. Okay. I think they have to leave stuff back for blocking. Okay. Everything will still have double power and trample because of Garrick's Uprising. So I think what they either have to do is get some enchantment removal, right, to hit Garrick's Uprising and Unnatural Growth. And then thank you, Vorinclex, for eating all of their counters, because I think if we didn't have Vorinclex, it would be super difficult right now to deal with them grind. Again, I wonder if they forgot their commander can return stuff, though, because if they did that, I think they could have put Vorinclex back in my hand and actually got all the value that they were looking for with these counters. But shh, don't tell them. Oh, Vanishing Light. Okay, going for our Vorinclex. I think we'll still be okay though. Because they're gonna have to heck a chump block here, right? Because we still have a 6/6, that'll be a 12/12. We'll have a 10/10. Okay. They will get a lot of mana from that as well. So I think we're kind of at the point where we do just have to go all in, right? They're getting those +1/+1 counters now, which is huge. The other thing we can do too is power up Layer of the Hydra. So depending on what we draw here, if it's a fight spell, I'm gonna probably have Nyla fight Chuling. Oh, they tapped down a lot of creatures just now, though. Do they have any... Okay. They are gaining a lot of life, though. But I think with them tapping so many creatures, that might help us a lot here, actually. I don't want to do the math because it's too scary. But I think if they want to survive this swing in here, that they have to block with pretty much everything they just played this turn, right? Oh my gosh, what if we got Vorinclex back? Because that would for sure be helping us. Nice. Maybe they're just trying to go for the life gain. What are they doing to cast all these spells for free? Oh, they're just tapping their creatures. Okay. This is intense. Alright, so we didn't get the thing we wanted. But I think we can power up Hydra for 7, right? Math. Pay 7. I just want to make sure it doesn't come in tapped, because I feel like sometimes it auto does that, and that's sad. Okay. I don't think they can tap anything else, right? Okay. I think we still have enough, right? Ooh, I'm so nervous. I know that's not enough, I think, math-wise, but still. Right? Or is it? I purposely am not thinking about it, because I'm just hoping against hope that this works. I was a little nervous on that one. Oh my goodness. Oh, my heart. Hezret, the new one, I think, right? Or am I getting that mixed up? Ooh la la. Okay, okay. Guardian. Okay. It's the bug that you get in every restaurant, right? Okay. Sorry. I think I'm gonna keep this just because we have some early plays and some ways to like fight stuff and modify creatures, which is what we're looking for. And I like Hydra too. This is like your broccoli gone bad here. Ooh, and we have this for ramp. Okay. It's not bad. Pass. Let's get our other broccoli down. I think this is a cool card because it's kind of like a wall, especially in the beginning. And then you get to gain life and create a Saproling, so that's pretty cool. We'll take that. That 2 damage. Not ready to part ways with my broccoli yet. And then next. No attacks. I know, that was surprising there. Oh, hexproof from blue. I was wondering what that, like, drop in the center of, like, the hexproof thing was. Oh, and that ended up being kind of perfect because they're blue. I didn't even think about that. I think it's funny, like, some of the older Magic cards are, like, so specific about, like, the opposing colors. Like, a lot of green that's, like, opposing blue, and I wonder if part of that was just to kind of, like, emphasize, like, I don't know, the counterparts to certain Magic types. Or mana types, I should say. Oh, I forgot to look at the commander. So this is the new one. First activated ability of an artifact. You activate each turn, costs 2 less. And then you can draw 2 cards, discard 2. It's a lot of good stuff there. Doing planeswalker-y things. Okay. So I kind of like the idea of putting down this enchantment for Heka Ramp, but I don't know if we necessarily need to do that yet. So I'm just going to put this down. And we will auto-pay there. And then let's put this down. And put it onto our Spore Weaver. And then I think if we attack here, we're either going to gain like a Sapphire Lane or we're going to ramp. So that's nice. So let's ramp. Kapow. Then we got the ultimate broccoli. And it can be a broccoli because it's a shapeshifter. I think because this is going to be pumping out flyers, I'm probably going to end up fighting it here with Duel for Dominance. Maybe make Kadama fight it. So we do have 3 different powers, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, so I think that'll work out. We'll just block here. Sweet. So I'm pretty sure we get +1/+1 counter. Yeah. You weren't ready for the salad. Let's put the ultimate broccoli down. And I seem really fixated on broccoli today, I'm sorry. Oh, and we can play this still. Okay. Done. Next. Next. Huzzah! Ooh, more ramp. Look at us. Hecka ramping. Then we can get the Beanstalk Giant down. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, if they put their commander down, I'm pretty sure we could just trample over the top and take it out, so maybe they're hesitating on that. But the other thing for this, too, is I'm kind of surprised nothing we've done has been countered yet. Like, I imagine right now they're probably holding on to their counter, if they have one, to maybe deal with Beanstalk Giant. Maybe they only have, like, a creature counter or something.
Kamigawa appreciates a technocratic future, just as I do.
So I imagine they're probably going to use this to activate to draw the cards, which also makes it more risque.
Meet your killer.
Is that until end of turn? Nope, not until end of turn. It's just it has a base power of 4/4. That's pretty cool. If they attack though, I don't really think I care. Because then we can have Beanstalk Giant, assuming it doesn't get countered. Okay, so they're holding it back for like a blocker then. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, we got another land. Drop our Beanstalk Giant. Just wondering if it's gonna get countered here. Oh. Well, that's surprising. Alright. Let's send you there. And you there. And then we'll just save that. They're gonna block? We should block. Yeah. Boop. Hopefully this doesn't get countered. Okay. They're drawing a card. Next. Bonk. Taking out Tezzeret. So hopefully that'll make it harder for them to create more blockers and reduce their card selection, but I think they have enough mana to just play this, right? Oh, no, they have to make this next land drop, so... Ooh. Oh, we got mana for days now. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, that's not sweet, though. Pass. Do they permanently gain control of that? Yes, they do. Well, sadness has prevailed this day. At least we got a blocker here. So if they do swing in, we can power up the Hydra. Until we think of how we want to deal with that other thing there. So if they do attack again, then I'm guessing they won't attack. They're probably just going to use it as like a blocker. They remove counters, and then if they sacrifice it, they can pay 2 to draw a card. Okay. I'm not used to playing like mono green or anything like that, so this is a little bit different playstyle for me. And I'm usually like, if I had like blue, I could bounce that or remove it directly a bit more. That also sucks. We do have enchantment removal in this deck, but I don't think we have anything at this time to deal with that specifically. Okay. So when they do go to combat, I think we can power up Lair of the Hydra to at least block Kadama. Okay, so I guess this is how they're just gonna deal with creature removal here. So we'll pay... Do we have enough to pay 7? I think so. Yes, okay. And then... Oh. And we'll block there. Pass. Block. And then we'll just be sad we lost our boy. Or salad. I shouldn't gender my salad, sorry. Taking that back. Nice part about green is we do have enchantment removal for days. Let's power this up. I hope I did that timing right. I always forget, like, with the land, how that works. Okay. Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay, GG's. Oh, this is the fun. Is it the artifact, like, reviver, Grace Fane? So, wonder if they're gonna do, like, the Power Ranger Gundam. Is it like a 10/10 artifact that you can make? I'm gonna keep this one because there's a lot of good early plays here, and we have some stuff to modify creatures. This also just is a pretty sweet card in general. That will come in tapped. So I think we're okay if we don't necessarily play Tenacious Pup turn 1, because usually I like saving this for like maybe Spore Weaver when we cast that. Because then that'll come in with the +1/+1 counter and automatically just be modified, so that's pretty good. Or we could do this too to just preemptively have something to deal with flyers. Okay. Boop. So, we have some good stuff here, but I think I'm going to put down Spore Weaver, and then next turn we can cultivate, and then get Renata down so everything starts coming in with the +1/+1 counter. And then Kadama just will be the stonks there. Tenacious Pup. I think we'll hold back because the 1 damage isn't gonna really do much for us, and then we just have like a nice little blocker. No! Well, that's a sad time. No blocks. We might save that for blocking next time. Depends a little bit on how this cultivate provides us me monies. So here, sorry, sometimes I just speak in like SpongeBob quotes. When I say me monies, I mean we'll have little tokens to help us. Value is what I'm trying to say. But the Overgrown Armisar is dealt damage, create a 1/1 Saproling token. So at least that might discourage someone from attacking there. We are going to block this time with our cute little puppy. Sorry. Thank you for your service, little guy. And then we'll get Renata down, assuming she does not get removed. I'm guessing she will be. Yep. Well, ooh, not just removed, exiled. Out of this game. No stonks. That's fair. Maybe they'll just be using all their removal though here. And then I don't know. Maybe we'll buy some more time as well. Just getting value onto the board. Okay. So it makes sense here. We could put this down. We wouldn't block necessarily with like the fleeting spirit, I think. Because we kind of want that to be modified, but we don't have enough mana at this time, so we could put this down as like maybe a way to discourage them, but I'm also worried it's just going to get removed, and if that's the case, I don't think we have like a lot to deal with anything, so we might want to save this as well. I think it's time to just throw down the overgrown, and then we can put Guardian Gladewalker down next, assuming it doesn't get removed. Because it will probably actually get removed here, so I don't know. It's a little hard if everything you play just gets removed, which, not complaining here because I've definitely done that to people, so I'm sure that it's getting what's coming to me. I think the other thing too that is really interesting about like mono green is the lack of like board wipes that are there. Oh, that's 8 damage. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do it. Maybe that's being too risque with my life total here. But we do have a way to gain a little bit of life, so... yeah, we don't have an additional land to play, so I think it just makes sense to put this down. So now we got another body, and we could put a counter on here. And then maybe that'll discourage people from attacking. And then we can put this down, gain that 4 life. And so now we have 2 blockers if that overgrown Armosaur gets removed with something. Though I'm hoping they used whatever removal they had, because there's 2 pieces right there that were a bit sad to deal with. Part of me wants to attack because aggro green stuff, right? But But patience, am I right? Let's do patience, because that'll discourage them from attacking anyways. And then we can gain life from this too. And I like that you get to draw a card. This thing does a lot of stuff, actually. You put a counter on something, you gain 2 life, you play additional land, and you draw a card. That's not bad value for 3 mana. I mean, you might not like it as much because it's not instant speed, but... okay. Are they board wiping? That's what I'm guessing is happening. They're probably gonna drop a board wipe here. Yep. Ouchies. I think that's fine though. It lost its counter when it got blinked. So I think this makes sense putting Kadama down now. And again, just gotta hope it's not gonna get removed, because that'll be sad. Drew our card. Ooh! Okay, so we have a way to get... do we want Spore Weaver back? I think Spore Weaver makes sense out of what we have. So next turn we can get Spore Weaver back. We stopped the damage from coming in. We gained back a little bit of life, so all is probably not lost here. We even got a counter. Okay. So, we want to return Spore Weaver. It's kind of funny, like, how much graveyard play green has as well. Because I'm just so used to being conditioned to think about, like, black having that. It's kind of funny when you see it with green here. I didn't attack because I was worried about them double blocking potentially. They also have a Death Toucher there. Oh. Wonder if maybe they didn't draw into the removal they wanted? But, okay, good game. Alright, who's... oh, Salad's playing against... is it Aurelia the Redeemed? I almost said the wrong one. I think that's like a Boros spell slinging one, so it's probably gonna be heavy on the ways of removal. Ooh, I kind of like this just because this is an awesome card for one, but two, we got Vorinclex, and we got some starters and a way to modify our creatures. So I think I'm gonna keep this. This might not be a bad start. And then for those of you who don't know what Feather the Redeemed does, it has flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature you control, exile the card instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So, good spell slingy things. It's pretty nice. Ooh, I got a Magecraft thing that's gonna get big, but doesn't stay, so that's nice. I think we might want to do Prosperous Innkeeper, so then we can ramp into our Visionary here. Or Kodama, but I think we're gonna probably do better with this first. Resolve. Forgot we had an instant in our hand. Yeah, too bad the thing that I was worried about is got flying. Maybe we should put Kodama down because it has reach. That's what I'm thinking now. Ooh, baby. Okay. I think we probably want to do this and then play Kodama next turn, and then we can put that one cost. Oh shoot, I was kind of hoping that maybe we'd draw into a land too. Nope. Okay, so yeah, I think we have to put down Kodama, so again, for the reach part, and then maybe we can Inscription Abundance. Or we can Aggressive Urge. We take a lot of damage. That's 7 damage. I'm gonna block with Prosperous. Maybe that's dumb. I don't know. But I just want to not take that much damage starting off. Okay, so we have Kodama. And then we'll just hold. So then when they attack again, we'll Stony Strength Kodama. And at least we'll like negate the flying damage that's going on there. And then hopefully things survive long enough where we might be able to get another land drop and then fight the bird out of the sky. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so it can't be blocked. Okay. So they're probably gonna attack. And then my only concern here too is... okay, actually I'm just gonna put this on now. Just in case they had more burner spells to be scared about. We are going to take a lot of damage. I'm surprised they didn't attack with both, though. Alright. Huh. This is a little sad here, because it would be nice to have a fight spell here. I guess we can just fight. I wish I would like more value out of this, but I think we need to get redeemed out of the sky. So I'm just gonna pick the target creature fights the bird. Shoot that bird out of the sky. Get out of here. Okay. And then maybe Wall of Blossom. Oh sweet, we hit our land drop. Okay. And then I think we'll just hold. No attack. End turn. Because we don't want to lose Kodama right now. The nice thing is Kodama's at least got trample. Okay. That's pretty good. It's got indestructible. But we have a salad wall. And they weren't expecting the salad wall, were they? It's okay. Many make mistakes about salad. Okay, we hit another land drop. That's positive. Pow! I do want to swing in for a lot here, but I'm potentially scared of them playing a ton of spells, pumping that really big, and we take a ton of damage. However, I think it makes sense. Because if they play one spell to pump this, maybe. I guess they have Boros Locket too. Huh. I'm just gonna do it. They're probably gonna play an incinerate. Ah, shoot. 400 clicks, no! Okay. Well, that became a sadness thing there. It's okay. I think we may or may not possibly die. I don't know where we're at with this. Okay, so I can't block. That's not good. But we do have a way to gain life here. We do have unnatural growth, which is very nice. Do we want to draw a card here? Or do we want to put this down? Let's do that to at least hit their mana. Bam. Okay. And then... let's do that. No attacks. We're still on the defense a bit here. We do have unnatural growth still, which is nice. But maybe we want to get this down for like some more life gain. Because it makes the food token to go with our restaurant. Is that just destroy? Okay. It's fine. Yeah, we'll put it back in the command zone. And then if they attack, they're 7/7. We can't take any more damage. So I think we do need to draw a card though. So I'm just gonna put it on that. We drew a card. We'll block. Because I think we still need our mana from the elf there. Okay. Ooh, we got some life gain. We got our fancy truffle here. We're gonna gain life. Then we're gonna put this down. I got a food token, so we should be able to gain some more life here in a bit. But I still don't know what we're gonna do about Feathered when it drops down again. We need like another fight spell if that happens. Or to get Kodama down, but we'd have to like chump block with it again. So this one's not looking good, friends. My truffle! They took out my truffle. That's a sad time. Oof. Okay. So I think we get our Tenacious Pup down. Yes. Can I has Tenacious Pup? Alright. Kodama. Okay. Yeah. No. No attacks. Okay. This is gonna be a bit tricky here. Ooh, that's sad. Is that gonna be lethal? Yep, now it's lethal. Well. It's a sad time there. Farewell. Boop. Killed by my own commander. It's a sad time when that happens. But you know what? We're a restaurant here. We're all about providing a service. Alright. Good game. Thanks for staying till the end. I hope you had fun watching all the weird stuff that Salad could do. Usually I like to play 10 games, but I just didn't have enough time because this week's been really busy, so it was a little hard to catch up and make content and stuff. But out of the games we played, I think they were pretty fun. We went 4-1, so we lost to Feathered the Redeemed. I think part of that was Feathered is just a really good commander, and I didn't get the removal I would have liked, like maybe another fight spell, but that was just it was a good match, so I appreciate that player. And then for our wins, I think we played kind of an interesting mix. The Tulane deck was a little scary just because I knew how much value that commander could put out. And then Vorinclex was interesting too, just because they kind of shut down what at least my deck was doing, because I didn't really have any like aura enchantments. Everything was very much like a creature would be modified by putting a counter on it. So basically Vorinclex, because that was the only way I was modifying creatures, kind of shut down the commander, but ended up being okay because was it Sereth the Viper Fane giving everything hexproof and having the ability to untap creatures to help keep them protected was huge. So yeah, I think that was a really fun match. Grease Fane too was interesting. I would have liked to see, like, I don't know, a bit more action as far as just graveyard play and seeing what else that deck could do. But maybe they had to leave early, I'm not really sure, but that was a good game as well. And then Tezzeret was interesting. I was really expecting like a lot of our plays to just get countered, but thankfully that didn't happen. And I think also what was really nice was having a green creature with hexproof from blue. That was really helpful too, because if they had bounce spells, it couldn't get bounced back. So we at least had a way to keep a creature on the board unless it, you know, died from combat or something else. But overall, a lot of fun, and hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know if you'd like a movie or a cartoon or something that is silly that you would like me to try to build a deck around. I think it's fun. So thanks for hanging out, and you know, have a good one. Bye.